welcome back to Royalty Soaps and the very first video in our Homestead collection. Launching March 6th at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, royaltysoaps.com. Now for those of y'all who have been around a while, you will remember that I have done a collection similar to this in the past. Last year for March, I did Farmer's Market, and this year I have dialed it in a little bit more, gotten a little more specific for Homestead. So right now I'm gonna pop up some Pinterest photos onto your screen so you can see my general mood board. It's very home focused, sort of a pioneering, homesteading lifestyle. We have some bread making, we have farm fresh eggs, we have livestock, we have lots of yummy fruits and vegetables from a garden. And this collection theme was heavily inspired by my new house. In September of 2020, I went from living in a small town to living out in the rural countryside of Poetry, Texas. That's right, I live in a town called Poetry, Texas. After much deliberation, I finally named the property we live on Fernwood. I'm very much hoping that in the summer there will be some really pretty wildflowers. My husband is getting a type of bird that I will talk about later in one of the videos that I really don't like, but it's okay. It's all part of the farmhouse country living experience. As you can see in the background, I have 2 books by Tasha Tudor and a couple of other little items that I felt really fit the theme. And I am filming this month in a new location. I am actually in the soap making studio at Royalty Soaps. I am not in the filming studio at my house. And if it looks a little different with the lighting and the audio, now you know why. I'm not at home. I really hope you guys enjoy the soap making videos this month. And so without further ado, let us make the first in the series, Local Honey. So I have all of my oils ready to go. And then off to the side, I have this lovely container of local honey. You can see it's that lovely dark amber color. This is wildflower honey, so the bees have feasted upon wildflowers in the field. And when I say local, I mean really local, like within 30 miles of my house local. So Texas local wildflower honey. We've got about 100 grams in this container. So I'm gonna blend up these oils first, just real quick, and then we're gonna add in our lye water solution. My brother Simeon was kind enough to let me use his stick blender today, so nice and clean and white. For those of y'all who follow me on Instagram, you may recognize him as Blanco. So I'm just going to pour my lye water solution into my oils here, using both hands, pouring very carefully. I obviously have all my safety gear on. And then I'm going to blend until just past emulsion or emulsification for those of y'all who are OG around here. Nice and creamy. Okay, so let's go ahead and pour off some of this batter for our accent color. Glug, 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 glug. So while this guy is on the scale, I'm going to pour in the appropriate amount of my secret sauce fragrance oil and add in our color. So this is Golden Buddha. This is from Mad Micas. And a little bit of titanium dioxide. And about half of my honey. I'm gonna take this off here. And then into this stainless steel mixing pot that you definitely can't see into very well, I'm gonna add in some Aztec Gold Mica. This is from TKB Trading. And the rest of my honey. And now that I blended up the color into the rest of the fragrance oil with the honey, I'm gonna pour that straight into my large container. Scrape out my little stainless steel pitcher, and then we're gonna mix everything up. Okay, so now that everything is mixed up, I am simply going to spatula the sides down, make sure everything's incorporated. I could see a little bit of the color on this side. I know I didn't mix it with oil. It was just a lot of color this time, and I decided it wasn't gonna be worth it. This is an in the pot swirl, so I'm gonna pour onto two sides here, ladling it carefully. Then I'll switch, I'll pour some on this side, ladle that right in. Go ahead and scrape out this large container here. Scrapey, scrapey, my containy. I've got my lovely little mold here from Workshop Heritage, so I'm going to pour my soap all over. So a lot of this golden honey color is gonna come out first because it sat so supremely on top. So I wanna make sure that I get it in all the corners before this lovely caramel color starts to come out. And then I'm just gonna drop it absolutely everywhere. Y'all, the smell, fantastic. It actually reminds me of something in my childhood, and I'm not entirely sure what. Obviously, I ate honey when I was a kid, but I feel like there's more to it than that. That's not very deep. Scrapey, scrapey, my big containy. I'm just gonna put this right on top, because why not? You know, guys, I used to have a diamond soap with this scent, and so many of y'all have liked the cold process. I'm tempted to bring the diamond soap back. Would y'all like that? Let me know down in the comments below. Maybe that can be the question of the day today. Okay, so now I'm very quickly gonna tap this down to make sure all the air bubbles get out. And now that I have tapped this down, I'm going to go ahead and place bubble wrap on top. Is this ASMR for you? ASMR, really annoying, you pick. And let me tell you guys, bubble wrap is a really, really inexpensive way to dress up the tops of your bars. You can literally get it at the dollar store, and it makes the most adorable honeycomb impression on the top of your bar. So if you've been on the fence about trying this with a design that you have in mind, go for it. Highly recommend. I've never seen a batch that looked bad that had this on top. It's just a fail-proof way to make a honey or oatmeal milk and honey or bee or flour or whatever it is soap top. It's just so pretty. So I would bring you in for a close-up, except it doesn't really look, I mean, finished at this point in time. I will still have to take this off. Then we will put a melt and pour drizzle on the very tippity top of the bars after this has saponified, and then we will cut the bars. So there's still a couple more stages for this. Oh yes, also we have to stamp it. So there's still quite a few things to do for this soap. Takes a little longer to make because of all those said things, but so worth it. I will see you guys in 24 to 48 hours when we will split these slabs into loaves and cut the loaves into bars after we add the melt and pour drizzle. And also after this quick commercial break, of course. Well, would you just look who's back? It's Kermit the Frog. And as you can see, my brother Simeon has equipped this cutter with this little like foam grabby handle thing, which makes it so nice. It's so comfortable in your hand. Let me grab the soap. See, so nice with the drizzle on top, am I right? I'm gonna turn this on the side here real quick. Line it up, press down. I'm so far away from the cutter, it's really hard to press down here. There we go, we'll bring it a little more forward. I'm sorry, my arms is a weak. So if I pull out a bar from the middle, this is what it looks like on the inside, sort of honeycomb-esque, if you will, kind of gloopy up in there. And let me tell you, the fragrance, divine. It is already smelling up the room. Smells exactly like wildflower honey. These bars have a really calming effect on me. I don't know if it's the smell or if it's the appearance. Sometimes looking at these more simpler designs just makes me feel calm and happy in a gentle way. Does that make any sense? Like, I can be hyper happy, but I can also be just like serenely happy. I think that's what these bars do. They make me serenely happy. And of course, so cute. Let me go ahead and remove the rest of these bars, and I'm gonna chop up the rest of the loaf as well. And then we'll come back real quick and put a stamp on it. Okay guys, let's stamp some soap. I'm gonna lay this out right here. Lay Petunia and Little Pansy right here. Why did I name them? We don't know. Then I have my little acrylic stamp I'm gonna line up, press in, and these would stamp better if they were a little bit harder. They're a little soft right now, but you get the picture. But yeah, you have to wait until your soap is a little firmer because it'll do this. That's not very pretty. Here's one that was stamped after it sat for a little while, so you get the gist. That's what the soap looks like. Also, I'm digging the font. No regrets. That was a good font choice. I hope you guys enjoyed the making of this soap bar. If you did, please give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Maybe leave me a comment down below so that you can see the rest of the soaps in the Homestead collection. And once again, all of the soaps in this collection will be available on March 6th at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. You can follow me over on Instagram and TikTok if you would like some more soapy content. And be sure you do something fun for yourself today, whether that is scampering off into the distance to check for wildflowers in your area, or maybe supporting a local farmer or friend who has farm fresh eggs. They are much better than eggs bought at the store, I can confirm. I don't really care what you do, just be sure you do something fun for yourself, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So until then, bye for now. Meow.